Welcome to Mendesville Live, where it's something to talk about. Here is Rudy Mendez. What's going on, Mendesville? Can you hear me out there? Test, test, 1, 2, 3, mic check. What's up? I got the Oddest project in the house. Also known as my boy Angel Del Rey. How you doing, man? You doing all right?
Hey, we're doing great, and we're happy to be here. Yes, sir. Let's get it on.
Just having some technical difficulties. It's been a while since I got on the show. Let me know if you can hear me. Anybody out there? Test. Can anyone hear me? Test. Can anybody hear me? We should be good. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Hey, we're here, man. We're excited to be here. I know we've been talking for a minute about making this happen.
Yeah, we have.
Finally happened.
Almost a year.
It's been a while, but hey, Rudy Mendez is a busy man. Like, I've been doing concerts, I've been recording music, I've been writing music for other people, and I'm still not as busy as this guy right here. So,
so how about we get straight into it? Let's go ahead and show the people. The what are we talking about? Gray?
Oh, someone said Gray. Hey, for all the people listening, if you have no idea what Gray is, it's the new single, the most new record that we just put out. If you listen to your music on Spotify, go to Spotify, put the Oddest Project, Apple Music, Pandora, whatever it is. Funny story, real quick. I had that song written 2 years ago.
No way.
Lyrics.
You wrote it. Who writes the song?
No, I'm a writer.
Okay.
I started scratching my ticket as an artist once I just love writing. I was writing for other people. I said, you know what? I'm gonna do it for me.
Oh, so you wrote for people?
Yeah. I was writing for I mean, since middle school, Rudy. I've had a passion for writing. I love writing. I've been writing for the longest time.
Let me time out. Let's time out on that, because now you said middle school, so you touched the nerve there. So I'm an educator, right? And we're talking about first generation in America, right? Your dad. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna touch on that. We're gonna get the backstory, but let's give them a beat. Let's give him a beat before that. Show him real quick.
Okay. I thought he was gonna have me to improvise. I was like, nah, man, I'm not that good.
We're live. Hey, we're live.
It was scary.
When we mess up, people know we mess up, and that's what makes it authentic.
You know what?
Go. Let me see.
So it's just
like you fake guys. Now you're dating fake guys.
So
get a heartbreak.
Let me do a double sound check while
got you feeling some way. Heard you got a boyfriend and you're walking sideways.
Let us know if you guys can hear it.
I ain't got like magic. Now you think it's tragic. Couldn't start a family. Irony. We were on the edge. Now I'm sitting on the balcony. Finally, he will love you. Actually, mean I always did, but it ended so tragically.
All right, so I'm just gonna cut it right there. But hey, go listen to it. It's on you. If you don't have none of these platforms, go to YouTube and check it out.
So it's on YouTube?
It's on YouTube.
Hey, look, I'm gonna be completely honest. So sometimes I see it, and when it takes me to Spotify, I'm not the greatest tech.
Yeah.
You noticed when we're getting this stuff set up. Guys, it took us about 30 minutes to set this up. It's been a while, right? But my apologies. This guy's a great guy, very patient.
I loved it.
So check it out. So sometimes I have trouble listening to the words or to the songs. What would be the easiest way to get to your music, or is it just that I don't know how to use social media at point?
No, you're fine. You go to YouTube. Type the Oddest Project.
The Oddest Project.
Yeah.
All right. So
I made sure that I had a name that was gonna, was gonna define me in a way. I've always been called weird, so I was like, you know what, the Oddest Project, right?
All right. So let's put it out for people. It's TheOddest and Project, correct?
Boom, just like that.
All right. So let's put it on there. Let's see, the Oddest Project, just like that. The Oddest Project.
Go to YouTube, type that out, or whatever major platform, music platform it is that you use. But yeah, guys, go and search that up. We just released a new record called Gray.
The record is Gray. How many songs you got on there?
We got some songs.
I've heard a few.
A lot of records.
I like them. You know what? I never got to tell you the backstory while we're in the backstage and setting this up. The one where you come out of the sofa. What's the name of that song?
That song is called You, and that's actually.
Oh man, that's a good. And then the other dark one, like the more chill. It's very.
Oh, 4 a.m.
4 a.m. I think it's between those two are two of my
yeah.
favorites. 4 a.m.
Go and search them out, man. Go and search.
4
I'm glad. I'm
a.m..
glad. I'm glad
Hey,
you.
YouTube 4 a.m. and you are two of my favorites. Not to say anything about the rest, but those are ones that I've heard. I'm like, man, you're onto something.
If you're a Mac Miller fan, super quick. If you're a Mac Miller fan, I am heavily influenced by Mac Miller, and I try to say this in every interview that
Right.
I love Mac. And I know we had a small talk when we were doing the campaign stuff when we were
Right.
running.
Oh, that's right. You met Beto O'Rourke. You met that guy.
That was crazy.
What was that about?
I woke up that morning. I had no idea I was gonna meet Beto. I had no idea. And the funny part is that once we saw him at the campaign, my brother was all like, he was getting cornered by a lot of Republicans, if you will. I mean, I don't want to, like, in the moment you had to be there.
Time out. There's Republicans in the Valley.
I was surprised. I was just as surprised. I was like, why is there McAllen people in Mission? Nah, I'm kidding.
So Mission doesn't have Republicans.
I mean, hey, have you walked in HEB and looked around?
Hey, time out. I'll tell you what, Mendocville, and one of my promises I made. One of the promises I made. A lot of people. Let's clarify something about Mendocville. So a lot of people
exclusive.
I know, right? Exclusive. Instead of me interviewing you, we're interviewing myself.
I want to know.
So check this out. So, I got in the political game, not in the game, but I was having the show and sharing with people and all these things, right?
Yeah.
Objective things, and I learned not to do it anymore. So Mendocville, I apologize to the fans. I'm not gonna go politics anymore. Local, or at least.
Hey, if there's a responsibility, I know you're gonna take on if there's a responsibility, like if there's something that the people got.
Right. If they have to know it, I will. Yeah. But I said, you know what? I'd rather keep to, aspiring people that are successful.
Yeah.
Musicians. My thing is sports, but I want to get you in here because we had talked about it last year. You were in the political game. That's where I met you. You campaigned for my brother, right?
Yeah, Adolfo Mendez. I got love for that. I got love for your brother. And I think that's why I decided to be in the campaign, run with them. It was nothing but love. Other than politics,
So what was that like meeting Beto O'Rourke? Good guy?
Yes, I got the feeling he was intuition, if you will. Like I was like, but it was funny because we were under the tent. I was running for your brother,
right?
But he had a lot of colleagues that were running for the same,
right.
And I think it was Miss Benavides, very beautiful lady. Shout out to Miss Ala Benavides. We're under her tent.
Very caring.
Yeah, I'm so glad she won. Like she deserved it. I'm not into, but yeah, honestly, we're under her tent and talking. He says like she was really caring. She was the reason why we're under her tent was because she was like, it's too hot, come and get some water and coke. Like she brought us in, right? And we're like drinking and then out of the nowhere I just see like Republicans cornering my man Beto, right? They're cornering him, and I'm just watching, and my brother is just like, bruh, like do something. I don't know why he would tell me, right? How
you got on the mix?
Yeah,
you talked to him.
Yeah, I kind of just went in, and he doesn't need no protection, but he was just being very nice and very polite. There was like a lot of people going like against him, and I just kind of no pun intended, just got in the middle of them and just built a wall.
Nice.
No pun intended. I just went in the middle, and I'm like, guys, like all right, let's take
just chill. And sometimes people need to chill.
And they started having a dialogue after that, which was beautiful. Was beautiful. Yeah. So sometimes when I guess, as I don't know, John F. Kennedy said it, don't ask for what you can do for your
country. I don't know the quote. I don't
know.
But
what you can do for your country.
There you go. This is the guy. I'm supposed to be the political guy. I don't know anything about politics.
But yeah, I was
so. But during that time, you were promoting. Was it 4 a.m.? You had just finished 4 a.m.
Yes, and that's how you heard it. I know. We got. I know I met you before that, but we never really got to talk until like the campaign.
Yeah.
And I know you were showing me your production, where you were going,
Yeah, the studio.
and
yeah.
I was like, bro, that's sick. I was like, we gotta link up. So I know it's been a while that we've been wanting to make this happen. Because
It
like
has.
three releases later after 4 a.m. it finally happened. But I know 4 a.m. was gonna be one of the, we're gonna come promote it.
Can you put it on real quick or no?
But
Let's
COVID,
try it.
a lot of things were happening, like a lot of things in our country, in our local politics.
Man, it was intense.
A lot of
Dude,
things were going on.
I'll tell you what, this campaign was, the national campaign was intense, but we'll talk about, let's steer away from politics.
I want to talk about,
except for the mere fact that you were there,
yeah,
you campaigned for my brother,
awesome, and I would do it again. I hope he runs again. I mean,
right?
Just putting it out there.
And you're working on 4 a.m. at the time, and you put it out there. Is it on?
Yeah,
go for it.
Okay,
let's check out this jam. So chill. Let's see what the puts in my head.
We went experimental on it. Really? It's sad because I know I have to cut the song at some point, but oh man, it's so transcending.
So who helps you out? I know you said you're a writer, but who helps you out?
Okay, credit given to where credit is due, and again, I'm a big Mac Miller fan. I love Mac Miller.
Okay.
And whenever, but credit given where credit is due. My brother presented me the beat with the song, and he gave me the whole. I was defeating demons at the moment, man. I was going through a dark time.
Yeah, I know about it a little bit.
I was going through a dark phase, and
hey, I'll tell you what though. Some advice on that point is we all go through it.
Your brother,
it's part of life, man. I'll tell you what.
I know I talked to your brother a lot. Like he's been a mentor as you've been. The Mendes brothers, man, they're a duo. Each one, like, they're awesome, right? But I know he he mentored me along the way. But I was defeating demons, and I was just in a dark place. You can just hear by the song.
Does that help you though? Does that help you a little bit?
I don't want to sound like a downer, like a Debbie Downer, but honestly, I would say yes, because you just find yourself writing
like
and
the
writing.
Cliche.
Yeah,
the cliche of the artist that they're depressed, or you're going through a rough time, and just the music comes out.
I've never gotten okay, cool. It's a song, and mark my words, I said it here I've said it before to my colleagues, never said it officially, but you mark my words, we're gonna get a Grammy for okay, cool. I'm declaring it.
Which
man.
one?
For okay, cool.
Okay, cool.
Featuring Sylvia. We're gonna get a Grammy.
Is it out already or not?
It's out. But you see, there's a lot of moving parts playing when it comes to the music industry that you just hear the same ones, and don't matter how much talented an individual is,
right?
Or even someone who, a journalist, someone that is doing podcasts, I've told you personally, like I don't want to cuss, but I mess with your stuff hard. Like, I like your stuff. Like, what you do is cool, and
you can cuss on my show. I can't cuss on my show because I got fans.
Out of respect for my father,
don't, whatever.
Out of respect for my father, Dad, if you're watching,
sure.
I love you, Dad. But yes, I've been, but for a lot of reasons, a lot of moving parts, your stuff is not, if you want to be an artist, a known artist, because if you create something, you're already an artist. For anyone listening, if you create a content, you consider yourself one. But in order to be unknown, you got to invest, right? I'm talking about big dollars here. I'm talking about, we've gotten to have the taste of looking at contracts, or getting to know people, and at the end of the day, there's a price to pay, if you will. So we're super proud of our music, and I know whenever the right time comes, it's gonna come. But as for right now, I'm saying it now. Yeah, okay, cool is gonna get a Grammy someday.
Okay,
I know, because
okay, cool. Hey, you heard it here. Yeah, okay,
go
cool.
and listen to it. Go listen to it on YouTube.
Put it on.
Go and listen to it on YouTube.
We'll jam out. We'll jam out a little bit.
And
let's jam out.
I got my beautiful Sylvia.
30 seconds.
All right, let's do it. With the chorus. Go to YouTube, save it.
do. So I pretend that you don't want to do this too. Miss me, you know that it's true.
I love
So I
Sylvia.
All right, so
pretend
here's
that
the
you
deal.
don't want to
Here's
do
where I'm coming from. Why I wanted you on the show. One was because I think you are talented.
Hey,
You know,
thanks.
That's
Thanks.
all. I think you are talented. I enjoy your music, but I always like the backstory. I always like the backstory. And for everyone out there, you all know I'm an educator. I'm a PE coach, athletic coach, and I go into full nerd version when I study and I research and all these things with muscles and whatever it might be. I wish I would have learned it at a younger age, but I've done my research. I've learned it. With you, give us your backstory, bro. You say you're first generation. You're a writer. Your brother's a producer. Where did you guys go to elementary, junior high, high school, stuff like that? How do you guys start the American dream
Okay.
from the foundation?
You know, the American dream. My mom, she's an immigrant. She came, from Mexico, from Monterrey, Nuevo León. My dad was born here in McAllen. Don't want to go that far, but yes,
¿Eres tigre o eres rayado?
Rayados.
Bueno, Some
Rayados.
of my family members might be upset. Okay.
Chaito Isaías is a Tigres. Chaito, I love you. Go to bed if you're watching this.
Mira,
It's late.
Arriba el Madrid.
We're talking about you, Chayo.
Okay.
We should invite him next time.
Who? Isaías?
Isaías.
You call him Chayo?
We're gonna talk about soccer. I want to.
Dude.
Let's do
okay,
it.
So Isaías reached out to me and he had a great idea.
Oh,
He had a great idea. Like, hey, let's do some sportcasting, stuff like that. I had to decline him. I said, I don't know if the district would allow me because you're one of our students. Great kid, though. Great kid. I
Hey.
also coach your brother.
yeah. It's funny because for the first time, I'm an adult, right? I'm like 24 years old. I get to know you, and my little brothers. I know Mendes was my coach, so I refer him as Coach Mendes.
My
I got
bro-
to,
my brother.
I
Adolfo.
got to know him as a friend. I'm thankful for that. So I'm like Rudy. My brother's like, why call him Rudy? He's coach. I was like, what are you talking about? Like I got to know him through my brothers in a way because ever since I met you, like we've been kicking it, we're cool.
Right.
But
to you,
like
I'm
I knew
Rudy.
you as a person. Yeah,
Right.
like I didn't know what you worked in or what you
Right.
you were just a cool cat and we kicked it. I know we kicked it for a while and
Right.
like through the whole camping thing. Like I got love for Mr. Mendes, Adolfo Mendes, but hey, you were a cool cat.
But your brother knows me as coach.
My two brothers, Brian and Chayo,
Right.
they kept on saying coach, and I was like, "What you guys talking about? Like you guys are confusing me." It's Rudy.
Which is very so we're still so let's revisit the education part is when you're a coach, man, that title. Oh, it's intense.
It's a
And
lifetime title.
It's a big responsibility.
Yes, sir.
It's a huge responsibility.
Yes, sir.
So your mom is from Monterrey.
Mm-hmm.
You're a tigre, you said. No, you're
Rayados.
Rayado.
Yeah.
They have nice jerseys. So then she gets here. You're born. Where do you start school?
Cavazos Elementary.
At La Jolla ISD.
At La Jolla ISD.
La Jolla ISD.
La Jolla ISD with my brother.
Nice.
And it's
Javi?
Javi.
Okay.
See, Javi, how you're known, brother. Like you got to keep on making music, man.
No, hey, Javi. Never met you. I love your stuff.
Hey, next time if we get the opportunity, I'm gonna bring him. He actually told me about this interview. He's like, bro, is there a way that I can do it through Zoom? Because I always invite him, but today he couldn't. He was doing a photo shoot with his girl, and I know, and I was all like, dude, I it's my first time going. Like I know Rudy, but I don't know how the podcast is gonna work. So I didn't promise him anything. But if we ever do this again, he's coming for sure.
3 people. Look, I have a cheap stand over
We're
there.
even bringing Chayo, Isaías.
I'll have to ask permission for it.
But yeah, okay, yeah, you heard it.
He's a minor.
So I when I think I'm gonna be honest, like I don't want to sound like another cliche, but I've been writing since forever. But I think the first time that I wanted to interact with it was when
With music.
I had an interview with 97.7 The City here. Shout out to them. It was cool. They had asked me that question, and I'm gonna say it more openly here. He's a friend, but
Go ahead.
I think like it was just writing and writing and writing. But there was a Dare program. I don't know if you remember That was like an
Yes,
anti-drugs.
Vaguely, yes.
Okay, and there was like this dog that would dress up all in brown.
Yeah, they would come to the school.
I'm so glad because when I was doing this with my I got love for you, I was doing this with the previous interviewer and another. She just looked at me blank because she was younger than me. So what dog are you talking about? It's like, were you on drugs when they? But I remember it was a big furry dog, right?
McGruff.
Right?
McGruff.
There you go.
McGruff.
There you go. That's
It's
the name.
McGruff. Every educator knows McGruff.
So I'm in the middle, man. I'm like a grown up, but I still know what this kids are up to. It's just, but I know when this guy went to our school, I went back home.
Yeah.
I was amazed. I was raised in. I always had food on our table and a roof over my head. However, we didn't had a lot of the extra stuff. Like us buying hot Cheetos, that was like a rich move. Like back then. Now,
Which is
like,
good for your stomach, though. It's good.
Yeah.
Aren't you glad? Aren't you glad you couldn't
Yes.
afford it?
yeah. But back then, like, I'm serious, man. Like, it was like my mom would pinch me when you can't be asking me, whatever. But God has been good, and
The old school. Vale, get the portes
yes,
bien.
like
You haven't done anything wrong, you're already pinching
you're
me.
like, yeah, like
Dude.
it's like I just want hot Cheetos. What's so wrong about that, right?
Yeah.
But see, being raised in that, it just helped bottled emotion, or just right. Like that was my escape, right?
The music, the writing.
Writing. I didn't connect it with music. The thing is that my brother, we know that God gave him the gift, right? But
Right.
without him going to music school or without him being thought, like this guy just started playing piano. He just
Well, okay, so where do you know how to play the instruments?
I know how to play guitar, drums, and a little bit of bass.
So where do you learn? Now I'm asking as a dad because I have my kids in music camp and I had Sophia. We have a lot of piano.
That's awesome.
Well, actually, we didn't buy it. Their uncle Ruben gifted it for Christmas. He bought it for them. So
Cool,
where do
uncle.
you learn? Where do you learn this music? Or how do you learn to play these instruments on your own? Someone taught you. You're not gonna
Yeah.
tell, or you're like a Beethoven, Mozart. Where
No. My brother was. I'm just gonna say it.
your brother just started.
I got love for my brother. He's a producer. I got three persons to thank, if I will. Above all, my brother, like I love him. The musician that I am today is because of Javi. I love
Right.
Javi. So I was been straight to the point. He moves what you got to
Like
do.
the second father figure, I guess.
I love Javi, man.
but
I
a
love
brother
him.
at the same time.
Yeah,
Brotherly love.
He's my best friend, man. He's my brother. He's my best friend.
Nice.
George, he's my cousin. He's a cop right now for Westlaco PD.
Oh man, what a tough gig.
Yeah, especially in Westlaco.
Yeah, especially during all that stuff that was going on
Yes,
in the media.
bro. He was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard. I had a ear when all that. It was heavy stuff. I heard. He told me personally about some of the things that it's bad, man. And so for all of our police officers out there, man, like
Oh,
we're
I love
blessed.
cops.
We're blessed.
I love it. If they give me a ticket, am I speeding? I deserve it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
If I'm, whatever. But so that's the second
So
one.
and the third, it's a guy that I don't talk much with right now because he's married. He, so I'm doing music. I got married as well. But Lisandro Garza.
You got married.
I've been married for I want to say like 4 years.
Okay.
I've been married for 4 years. I lost my wedding ring and I went to Monterrey and I was like, bruh.
I like that, bro.
I was
I
like,
can't wear
gotta-
mine. I can't wear mine. It bothers me when I lift weights, when I'm catching footballs,
I
basketballs.
thought you were getting like an allergic
No,
reaction.
man,
like,
it pinches my skin. I'll tell you what, though, my wife has tried. She bought a ring. She bought the rubber rings, the thin
oh,
rubber
nice.
rings.
So she did everything.
Oh yeah, I just can't. I
She
just
did
can't.
everything.
I just can't. I mean, on special occasions, like we're going out to wear it,
Yeah.
but because of sports, I don't like the way it pinches my skin.
Me, I don't want to get into it, right. But when I was when the church that we used to go to, I'm not gonna say no names, but wearing jewelry was kind of like a sin. So I was not used to wearing jewelry. So when I recently got married, I lost that bad boy.
I got you.
Like quick.
Right.
And then like after 2 years, I was like, you know what? It's disrespectful. I gotta wear it, right. So I'm trying to take it. This is like the longest I've taken care of a ring. It's been like a month. And
I'll tell you what, I'll tell you what. Let's pause real quick. I'll tell you what though. Much love to how you're talking about the coach and the education. And we strayed away from it.
Yeah.
And the only reason I'm coming back to it, look, I mean, look at this. Look. So all these guys right here, former athletes of mine, and they're quoting me of all the quotes I would put that I give them. So they're watching. Hey, shout out. Hey, love the grind. You gotta love the grind, man. And so let's go. So
Let's
you're
go,
right.
baby.
So here's where I want to go with this, in the sense of an educator, in the sense of
Quick fact.
Go ahead.
I want to be a history teacher, man.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well,
So I know you're gonna be
need a
mentoring
degree.
me. I know you're gonna be
You need
mentoring
a
like the way.
degree.
Yeah.
You need a degree.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what though. So from the educator's perspective, because a lot of the times that this show, it revolves around learning. And right now I think we need to touch on how important some educator, somebody, who was it? That just lit that match. Who was it? What grade? What happened? Besides McGruff.
Yeah, I gotta
Besides
say, your brother. I mean, come on, man. I know he can't, if he's watching or if he's gonna watch later. Your brother, before I even started creating music at a professional level,
Right.
just walk in the gym.
This is junior high.
Yeah, it was
At
middle
Ann
school.
Richards.
Yes,
Okay.
like he would spot me out and be like, "Angel, you gotta throw a flow."
Oh, so you were flowing at that was what was in.
I didn't even know. Like your brother, I'll be honest, your brother picked that up in me, right?
Mm.
Like your brother is something else, man. But I know he would put me on the spot, and once there was like cute girls and like,
And you start flowing.
I have to, like, he's putting me on the spot.
Okay, I'm gonna put you Mendes coaches, Mendes
Yeah,
teachers,
yeah.
and I'm sure the Mendes, the way you are, the Adolfo Mendes
Yeah,
students,
my brothers love you. My brothers love
right?
Mendes.
So the Adolfo Mendes can attest that they put you on the spot. I put my students on the spot. You're my guest. I'm gonna put you on the spot. Can you recall somewhat of a flow that you used to throw at my brother back in the day?
Yes, because they were the corniest and the cheesiest.
Go. Give
They,
me the
they were
cheesiest.
they were all
Give me the
like
cheesiest.
they were all like like, and as soon as I would start saying your brother, it was like if your brother was listening
beat,
to
we get a
Tupac.
beat.
Your brother was
Get
all
a beat.
like, oh, your brother would just start, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get that girl because you know that I like her. Every day I'm walking, and even if I were to choke like I'm choking right now, your brother was like, ooh, Angel. Like he was my fan.
He was your
man.
hype man.
Yes.
He was your hype
I
man.
love Mendes because I had a spark for music
Right.
at a young age, since elementary.
Okay.
But
Cavazos Elementary.
yes, that's when I realized that I wanted to do it. But I went through a lot of like bands. Like I was like in Saving Samantha, and I was like even at a like a heavy metal band. Like at some point,
At what age?
bro,
in
I was like
elementary or
I was like
junior
I was like an 8th grader, and I was like in a
Really?
heavy band. We even
All right.
we have a music video that we have not been able to bring down, but I was about to give you guys the link, but I don't even remember the name. It was like so many years ago, and we're just like, raw. We're just like,
Yeah.
So the Oddest project really came from two passionate projects that did not happen, and I was surrounded by my bandmates and stuff. And at some point, since I was the youngest one, I was like in 8th grade, and these guys were like sophomores,
Okay.
seniors, graduating. These guys were getting married, going to college, and like the third, like I think we played at some coffee shops, at a couple of festivals, and I love that, Rudy. I was on stage, I was doing these songs, and I remember this guys I don't want to say it right, but like they kind of moved on with the like.
Keep going. I forgot to do something. Keep going. Go.
They kind of just like went like moving on like with this whole like music thing. And I think like for me, I was just like, you know what, like I think everybody just kind of like grew out of that box, and I was like, bro, I gotta keep on doing music. And the Oddest project started as a one-man band, but throughout this whole process, my brother is involved. Like he's alone. He's like Silver Records, but he's the one that makes all of my music come to life. So he's part of the band. Like I consider him part of the Oddest project. I got my cousin. Every time I do an event, I do a show. Watch out! Watch out! All right, good, it's good. Hey, we're live, and just quick. I don't want to bash no one. There's one of the shows that keep it real, they keep it raw, and I love it. I love it. So that was part of. You don't believe that it's live? That was live.
Yeah,
okay.
that's live. My concern is that we might run out of battery on my main camera.
No, no, no.
So I just realized that, but we'll see.
Hey, but yeah, that's basically how we, how the Oddest project like came out to be after a lot of, felt projects, if you will, or projects that were not taken serious at the end. We're like, the Oddest project, and now 4 years later, we're like over 150 music platforms. And
So let me share with the audience, and the story is, the first time I saw you, I did not know you. I think I was it Animated Church or Chavez Middle School? I don't know what school. I don't remember what school.
Chavez, my bad.
I think it was.
Yeah.
And no, I think it might have been, either way, one of those junior
I went
highs.
to Ann Richards too.
Right. So one of those junior highs, you're with DJ. He's a DJ, the old
Yeah.
gentleman, former educator.
Sanchez,
You're with that girl that won in
Alexis Chapa,
right? She won the
Yeah.
Academia.
Voz Kids.
La Voz, or kids, right? So that's the first time I saw you, not knowing who you were. And your brother was there. He had already
Yeah.
graduated, I think, and
Yeah.
he's helping you out or whatever it is. That's the first time I saw you.
Yeah.
During high school, you're writing. I guess the biggest thing I'm coming from the educated part. So we talk about Coach Mendez being your inspiration, or he helps your hype man. He helps you believe in
And
yourself.
Carlos Hinojosa from 8th grade.
Who?
Carlos Hinojosa.
Who is that?
Mr. Hinojosa. He was a history teacher.
Right.
Matter of fact, I want to be a history teacher because he was a history teacher and he left the Spark. So huge shout out to Carlos Hinojosa, Mr. Hinojosa, 8th grade. He was an old.
Right. But he taught. He helped
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
That was your thing, right? You
Yeah.
liked history. So then we're talking about in high school. I guess my point is this. Coming from your background, your writing, you got to know how to read.
Yeah.
You're first generation Spanish speaking
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
I have a bilingual, like I have like a few YouTube videos where you know what? I'm gonna throw it to you right now.
Okay.
This is my thing. My daughter's in bilingual, right?
Okay.
But we speak. Oh man, this thing's breaking. I'm telling you, I didn't set up. So either way, so my daughter's in bilingual at Zapata Elementary, which is amazing. Mr. Pepito is amazing music producer. You might want to connect with him, man. Oh, his productions, it's like a high school production. Either way, I digress. So I believe that first generation students that speak Spanish at home.
Okay.
Time out. Let me rewind. My daughter, she watches TV in English, but during this summer, there's only Spanish on Netflix. We speak to her in English. She started school in Spanish at the Montessori's, but I said, okay, I need my daughter to speak Spanish. My son needs to speak Spanish. I need to make sure they speak Spanish. Right?
Okay.
I don't want
okay.
to lose
Yeah,
the
yeah.
culture.
Culture. Yeah.
Right. But because they speak English at home, I put them in bilingual at the schools
School.
from the Montessori, the daycare, the
Yeah,
elementary,
yeah.
right? Thank you to La Jolla SD for that, right? It's a great program. Now, the counter to that is I'm old school to where when I went to school, it was we speak Spanish at home. We watch Spanish TV. I don't chiquilladas.
Yeah.
For all you
yeah.
1980s kids, chiquilladas. Some of you might know what I'm talking about. El Chavo del Ocho. I used to
course.
watch that growing up.
Yeah.
So if I'm watching Spanish at home, I'm talking Spanish at home, I'm a firm believer in after second grade,
Yeah.
first generation students should go all English. So by the time you get to sixth grade,
Yeah.
the star is easier for you. You read easier instead of by the time you get to sixth grade, it's like, holy moly, I got to take this stuff in English. What's your take on that part from your experience?
Look, I'm just gonna say, even though America does not have an official language, it definitely helps somebody to be bilingual, of course, or even
No doubt.
if you know more languages, even better. Um, but the English language in America, I'm gonna be honest. I think like I'm just gonna speak a little bit. Like in I know in sixth grade or
Keep going.
in sixth grade or seventh grade, I had one. I think I got the paper for Charlie and this sixth grade. It was like a theater production, and on sixth grade I had one like Charlie for Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and because of my accent, because I would read a lot of books, I would make it to the millionaire clubs. However, it was Spanish all the time, so I even to this day I have that accent. So I know for a fact through the production of that theater show, they had the guy who was on the bench for me, the guy who was like in case something happened. He was he was being more prepared than I was, and then I think the last minute I got cut down. I don't want to say it was discriminatory or anything like that, but I remember just putting all my energy and all of it. But if there was something that kind of stopped me, was that my accent was heavy on it. So they kind of like on the production day, I remember that feeling, and I remember just thinking, you know what, I'm gonna do anything in my position to just be better and never go through this again. But in conclusion, if you're in America, it obviously it helps. Like, come on, like for you to know English, just because there's people like me personally, I don't mind. Like me, come on, like it's Angel, like Spanish all the way. I'm from Monterrey, but I would recommend obviously people to do not forget, obviously your culture, right? Your first language and whatnot. But also, if you're here, you wanna, you wanna increase and just get better and personally because of my experience, because of what I went through, right? I wouldn't want my niece or my nephew, Camila and Emiliano. I love you guys. I wouldn't want you guys, so that's the way I see it.
I put you on the spot, huh?
It's
So
fine.
I told the Oddest Project here, Uncle. I said, hey, if in case somebody needs to go to the restroom or something, hey, we'll improvise. I'm improvising right now because I'm using a camera phone during my regular podcast. I don't use this angle as much, but because we're here with a guest, I'm using this angle, and I'm like, okay, I'm all worried. It's like, hey, make sure my camera's on. So
Yeah.
we're live.
Hey,
People get to see what's going on live.
hey, it's a different type of energy, but it's a good one. I'm all smiles. I'm liking it, man. I'm digging it.
Let's put a jam on. Put a
Let's
jam
do
on.
it.
Let's entertain some people.
Let's do it.
So either way, the point of my background is I'm a believer in after second grade, the kids that start with bilingual,
Yeah.
especially the Spanish speaking, keep the music on in the background. Let's put it in the
Okay.
background
Yeah.
sometime. It's a nice sound effect.
Okay.
Is there got to come a time where they got to start going all English before after 2 to 3 years in the American, it doesn't matter what district. After 2 to 3 years,
I'm glad he's agreeing with me. For a second, I thought I was gonna be alone in this.
no, and we get and see, but it's okay to disagree. I'm
but
okay with that.
Yeah.
But we're agreeing. So it's after 2 to 3 years of being in a bilingual program, kids pick it up. I'm picking up the jam.
Bro, they're
Kids
gonna
pick it up.
a lot of doors are gonna open. Like,
Right.
I don't. If we're being raw, and that's why I love it here. If we're being raw about it, like keep that culture within you. But if we're gonna be real, like I just talked about my experience of what happened. Like it's gonna open a lot of doors. So you wanna keep that in mind. You wanna explore that language and get better at it.
I'll tell you why the bilingual program is important, though, in the sense of any program or kids learning 2 languages, is it taps into the brain. So I do some research, right? Especially with my kids, is it taps into the brain where when the brain has to, let's say you grow up learning Spanish, because my first child, my daughter, it was all Spanish for the most part. So when they have to translate, your brain has to translate, right?
Yeah.
So as you
Working
get
overtime.
older, you start to think faster. I don't know why it happens that you think faster naturally. Not to say I'm the smartest guy in the world, but whatever your personal capability.
Thought,
Yeah, because you get so you should. So I was at Indiana State, right? So I get my master's at Indiana State
yeah.
in recreation and sport management, right? Sport management, which is what I do now. Is they used to ask me, dude, when I barely got there, you have an accent. You're from Texas. I'm like, cool. After the first year, they're like, hey, your accent's not that bad. So then they asked me a question once. They said, when you think, do you think in Spanish or do you think in English? Right?
That's a good question, though.
Right. It's and
That's a
I've
good
gone it a
question.
few times, especially when I was up in the Midwest or when I was out in California. Great artists in California, by the way.
Yeah.
So I mean
We're gonna go there next year.
Hey, highly recommended. So they would ask me that question. And I said, you have to understand that when I started my education, it was all in English.
Okay.
At home, it was in Spanish.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
had to learn to translate. But when I think in English.
yeah,
Now, there's certain times where the Spanish is always Spanish, but it's very limited
yeah.
to
yeah.
where I now talking trash to my buddies, whatever it might be. But for the thinking part, the IQ part, the intellect, or the academic part, is English. And they're like, how does that work? I'm like, I was just going to America, bro. Like, that's all I've known.
Yeah, yeah.
The bilingual. But when you're writing,
Yeah, yeah.
what are you writing in?
I'm just gonna say it. I feel more comfortable when it comes to Spanish. I like
Okay.
I love English. I love, like the records that we're doing right now. They were already engraved. We already had them. But when it comes to exploring and experimenting and creating right now, I'm actually doing it in Spanish. And the cool thing, Rudy, about being
You're doing it in Spanish or English?
I'm doing Spanish. I'm doing it
Oh,
in
you're-
English.
Oh,
I'm
you're
doing
doing it in
English.
English. Okay.
But the fact that we're independent artists, we're not signed to a record
Right.
label.
You do it your way.
Yeah. So right
Which is
now
nice.
we're flirting with the thought of doing a Spanish EP, and it feels right. We're writing it. It feels good. So stay posted for that.
So you write 4 a.m.
4 a.m.
Who wrote? You write for? So you're the writer. You write 4 a.m. When you're writing it.
Yes, but my brother came in with the beat. Like I went to he just calls me.
Okay.
Bro, you gotta come.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I'm watching Harry Potter.
Which one?
I barely started getting into them. They're amazing.
You've never
I'm
seen
right now I'm into Half Blood Prince.
Are you watching
Half
the
Blood
movies or
Prince.
you're reading
Yes.
the books?
No, I'm watching the movies.
Oh, you gotta read them,
Bro, you're actually into Harry Potter?
dude.
Because I'm in. Like they won me over.
I'll tell you what.
That's it.
If you read them,
Don't tell me that because
if you read them,
okay. Barnes and Nobles. I'm going to
your mind
man, don't
takes
tell me.
over.
Oh, that
The
sounds good.
imagination is
I like that.
amazing. You gotta
When I
try
was, you know what's funny, real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Since I was like a millionaire, like reading books and
it.
stuff.
Were you really?
Yes, I was like for 3 years,
Nice.
and I think like
So you like reading.
I love reading.
So when you're reading, you see the scene.
Yes. I was about to tell you that. So, real quick, Carlos, Jose. I started doing music, right? But my teacher, Mr. Hinojosa, you know what he would tell me to do? He's like, you got to be an author. You got to write books.
How cool would that
And
be?
dude, he's awesome. And you know what? I flirt with the
Another
idea.
teacher that influenced
Yes. And I remember he would tell me, like, you got to write me a short story about something. I love to write the way you write. And there I went, writing a creepy story with a twisting ending. I was like, this got to be a book. Shout out to Mr. Hinojosa, man. I love it. I love him. But so when I was watching the movies real quick, I was,
you.
it's funny.
Slytherin
Yes.
or Hufflepuff?
Slytherin, man, out
You're
the way.
Slytherin.
I'm evil.
What?
I like Lord
Get
Voldemort.
out.
It's very
Get out.
Look, okay, my favorite
Well,
character.
everybody loves Hufflepuff, bro. Keep going.
my favorite character is Ron Weasley, obviously. But the reason I'm with the Slytherin is because now, if those movies, if those books were to be written now
Mhm.
in this era,
Okay.
the way that kids are growing up, it would go Team Slytherin. They're bullies, man. These kids are mean. I'm serious. I'm trying to understand them, and I'm so
Gryffindor. My bad. Gryffindor. Not Hufflepuff.
yeah, no,
Wait,
Gryffindor.
is it Gryffindor? Hufflepuff? Or
It's
did I
'cause
say it
you
wrong?
get-
I said it wrong.
I know Harry Potter's in the Gryffindor, Ron Weasley.
Oh, I said it wrong.
And
No, one of my
Hermione.
students told me that. One of my students told me
But I gotta say Slytherin just because I Ron Weasley's my favorite character, but I love Lord Voldemort, and let me tell you why. It's very hard for you to actually like a villain. I'm like this guy. The fact that he didn't come out in flesh till the movie 4, till Goblet of Fire. The fact that they made you wait so long. It's just
it's
so
good.
It's
It
so
ran
good.
so well.
And I still haven't watched the last 2. Right now, I'm in Half Blood Prince, which is the 6th movie. I'm gonna watch the part 1, part 7, which is divided in 2 parts. But I forgot the question. Oh man, I forgot the question.
It's just what house are you?
We're
What's your house? You're Slytherin.
yeah. I'm
You're-
gonna say Slytherin just because I'm a bad boy now.
Okay,
Now.
cool. So, but we still don't get off of it. Is the writing and the reading of it? So you're a millionaire back in the day.
Okay.
You like reading.
Yes.
We're talking about writing.
Okay.
You're writing 4 a.m.
Javi,
Your brother
thank you.
calls you.
Okay, so he calls me.
Let
He's
me
like,
turn on the AC. It's getting hot.
so he's like, hey, you gotta come to the. He's like, you gotta come to the studio. You gotta come and hear the song. Like I got something in mind. He did that for 2 songs. One of them was Monopolist, go and hear it out, and the other one, the first one was for 4 a.m. I go over to the studio. He's like, bro, you know how you're a Mac Miller fan? I'm like, yeah. And he starts telling me, do you know how he? Do you remember how he kind of like I don't want to say it. Well, I would just say how he passed away, how they found him. Real quick, I couldn't share this on the interview I got earlier today, but Mendes, Rudy told me I can go raw here.
Yeah, man, go for it.
So the way they found Mac Miller on his room was in a prayer position, right? He was in a prayer position on his bed, purple.
Passed away.
Have in mind
Dead.
that he was dead. Have in mind that he was throwing a party.
I have
And a
no
bunch
idea
of
who
fr-
he is, bro.
A bunch of friends. Well, he's a famous guy, right? Mac Miller, he's the biggest influencer. My music, if you listen to it, it's a lot of people have said they're like, bro, it resembles Mac Miller. That's a compliment, man. I appreciate that. I love Mac Miller. But I remember my brother just saying, like, bro, do you remember? Do you want to know like the last things that went through his mind? Like, what was he thinking? Because the fact that he was throwing a party and he passed away with just one guy calling in, the whole song was built with that thought. So you hear the lyrics, it's just like, it's once you know this, which I know I shared it with you, but it kind of gets heavier because you're dead. I mean, the song is about dying. The song is about it's about you just leaving your soul, leaving your body, and you just being terrified. I'm a fan. I'm a punk rock kid. I love Blink 182, Taking Back Sunday, Limp Bizkit. But I brand new made a song, wrote a song. I think it was called Jesus Christ. I don't know, but it was about dying. So I know the thought just until we just wrote 4 a.m. So have you pitching the idea? We both wrote it. But
So hey, come to the studio. You gotta hear this beat. You go to the studio.
he gives me the chorus. He's like, I like to feel that everything is
He's
better
singing
now.
it?
He tells me that. He's a
Oh.
good writer, man.
Right.
He has written for some stuff for Sylvia Sandoval, which stay stoked. She's releasing a song called Ateo. I had the opportunity to direct the video, first time directing a music video. So that's gonna be released this month. I believe the next week. She's having a concert the 22 at the Eatery. Go and check her out. The song,
22nd at the Eatery. Where is that located?
hopefully Rudy Mendes goes, man. I'm trying to
We'll
compromise
try.
from here.
Hey, the June or July?
June 22nd
June 22nd at the Eatery. Where is
Yes.
the Eatery? I
at
have no idea where it
West
is.
Laco.
In West Laco.
Go and follow the Oddest Project, Angel Ray. We're sharing the flyers
oh.
for the address.
So when you say follow, does that mean Instagram or
I-
YouTube?
I,
Or what
I
do you
got
mean?
Instagram, I got YouTube, I got Twitter, but Twitter's
No, I'm asking for my ignorance as a 40-year-old.
no, go to Facebook.
So when you say follow, you're talking about which social media?
Go to
platform?
Facebook. Go to Facebook.
Facebook,
Oddest
Oddest
Project. Oddest
Okay.
Project.
So all your stuff is there. Silvio's stuff is there.
Yes.
Javi's stuff is there.
Yes.
So
yes.
X, is it X Silver or Quicksilver? What is it with
It's
your dad, bro?
XXSYL.
So how do you pronounce it?
It's XX Silver.
X Silver.
X Silver. And
X Silver.
and it's to to hold dear the memory of our grandpa. His name was Silver. My
Okay.
brother one the last
That's
thing.
cool. That's
yeah.
cool. That's
The,
cool.
the last thing we kind of promised him was that we're gonna get a Grammy. So now we got to. But I think it was we're gonna make right. We're gonna do right. We're gonna be good kids. But I think Javi said like my brother, he's like I'm gonna make you proud. I'm gonna, So when he was choosing a stage name, I told him I was like, bro, Xavier, like your name. A lot of people always say like your name.
Javi.
Yeah,
X,
Xavier,
right?
Xavier.
Yeah.
So I was like, why you put the X, but just put my grandpa's name, Xavier. He loved it. 4 years later, he has a record label, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it's his record label. So
Props to Javi.
so aspiring writers,
Yeah.
aspiring musicians, the producer to go to
Yeah.
is X Silver.
Javi is the mastermind.
Dude, I'm telling you, man.
He's
I
a
like the
mastermind.
beats.
He's the mastermind.
I like the beats.
And that's all you gotta like in a song. Like nowadays, like once you hear the beat, you like it.
And then
They can talk
words.
about hot dogs and fireworks, and you won't even know.
Okay, funny story for my wife that's watching. We need an extension cord, but that's not that's a. I'll probably run around here and I'll leave I'll leave Angel by himself in a little bit. I need an extension cord, but we have time with the phone. I digress or tangent. So when you talk about the beat and you talk about the music and the words, my wife ruined a song for me, man.
That's
There's
nice.
a song that I loved from the 90s. I'm a 90s kid.
Can I know the song?
No, we can't do it because we don't know. I'm not an official.
Oh,
I
I
don't
know.
the rules.
But
know the
I
rules.
personally want to know the song. You can say
Oh.
the name. I won't put it.
I don't even know what it is.
No?
Dude.
We'll get
my
on it
tones
later.
were horrible. Either way, she's talking about an umbrella, rain. Never paid attention to the words, bro.
Okay.
I just love the little beat. The girl used to do it with her. I guess with her mouth. Then my wife tells me listen to the words, and I listened to the words. One of the worst. I can't listen to that song anymore. I cannot listen to that song anymore. It's one of the worst things. I hear it. It comes out on the radio, and I just can't. But I've listened to your stuff.
Okay.
Let's drop another one.
So I know. We kind of we're already kicking it and stuff. And I think
we're hanging out. We're hanging out.
I think I shared.
Hey, people are hanging out with us, bro. We got some viewers. Check this out. Check this out right here. Watch.
If you guys are tuning in, man,
Mira.
much love.
J.O. Perez. Do you remember J.O. Coach Perez?
Oh, Mr. Perez. Hey, he was my 6th grade teacher.
Was he really?
Him and
Great
his
guy,
wife.
though.
Him and his
Him
wife.
his wife. Alan Richards.
Amazing teachers, man. Amazing teachers. I love Mr. Perez. Miss Perez.
All right.
I think she's a library now.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yeah, I got some of my former students or athletes making fun and posting my
Hey, you know
words, the words I use.
You know what? If they're tuning in, guys,
Watching.
thank you guys. Thank you. I'm gonna plug in. You
This
guys,
guy.
you guys search out that name right there on it's different. It's different. We really take pride in our music. Music speaks for itself. Look, we send good vibes, good juju to everybody that's doing music. But the reason I defend what I do and our content so much is because it's our baby, man. Like, there's
Your
no
passion,
comparison.
man.
There's no competition. We're the Oddest Project. We're Silver Records. We're Silver Sandoval. We're doing it.
You know what I like about talking to you here and having you live, because you're my first live guest. You're the
Yeah.
very first person I have here. I guess I got to work on the setup and whatever. But you're my first live guest. But listen to your passion. It reminds me of my passion.
Okay.
So I get paid to do something I love every day, and no doubt
see
for my students posting these posts that they do. And I have this one thing that I need to laminate is a donut that they drew and I need to laminate it is, but you make a difference. You love what you do. You speak from the heart. You're in a dark place. You write
Yeah.
4 a.m. You write you. Did we already put you?
I'll put it right now.
Let's do that as a little background music. But it's the fact that when you love the grind, in the sense that you wake up thinking about that,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it takes most of your day in a good way, in a positive way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So here's where I'm going with that is, at what point do you follow Gary V? Gary Vandercheck or whatever it is? You follow him or no?
Man, it rings me. It
Okay,
rings
either
the
way,
bell.
his point is find what makes you happy,
Okay, yeah, I've heard about it.
right? Find
It's
what
a-
makes you happy. I was telling my wife the other day, I said, look, my life has always revolved around sports.
Okay.
From high school basketball, UTSA intramurals, Indiana State intramural graduate assistant, Loyola Marymount intramural director, plus playing soccer,
Yeah.
flag football, whatever. I've always liked playing. And then check out my bloodline of father, grandfather, uncles. They train horses and cockfights, roosters,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Las peleas de gallo. So I said, wow, I guess it's in me to train.
Yeah.
They train the horses, they train the roosters. I train young kids mentally and
Yeah.
athletically. But that's what makes me happy. Music makes you happy. Where I'm going with this, I'm gonna ask you this question: is junior high school? Junior high school. I right now. What I'm about to do is I'm competing against the United States of America and the state of Texas.
Okay.
What kind of grades, or how smart did the institution label you when you were in school?
We're about to get in trouble. Nah. I look, elementary, middle school, an AB kid, an AB kid. As soon as I enter high school, though,
Okay.
the freedom from being in an elementary, being in the middle school, and then free dress. Like for me, that was something like, whoa, what? I can wear whatever I want to high school.
Yeah.
Like a lot of
Okay.
things took factors on, but just I remember going to high school and just feeling. I think the first day I
Your
went-
freshman year.
freshman year,
What
first
high
day,
school?
Palmview High School.
Okay. Also, you're Lobo.
I went for 1 week to Juarez, and then I was like, I got love for my Juarez fellowships for my friends there, but I was like, nope, I'm going back to
started at
Palmview.
Juarez.
I started in Palmview, went to Juarez, lasted a week.
So time out. Okay, we gotta understand this. So your freshman year, you started at Palmview.
Yes, and then the
How
first
long
day,
how long were you at Palmview, and then you decided to transfer to Juarez?
the first day we went skipping to Waterbury and the
You
beach.
went skipping
the first day because of the freedom that
to
was
Whataburger.
to Waterbury.
It's far.
We went
All the way down to the
It
freeway.
was in La Homa, and then we went to the beach after that.
You walked.
No, we weren't.
You
We were
drove.
driving.
Okay.
I had friends. I had
The
cool,
first day of school.
I had cool friends right away because of
I
Javi.
totally disagree what you did.
I know.
totally disagree
know.
what you did.
I know. Don't do it.
Dude, the first day of school is so cool.
Don't do it.
The
I know.
first day of school is so cool. Why would you leave?
I wasn't being
rebel?
a leader.
Were you being a
And
rebel?
I was being a follower.
Dude.
There's a guy. I don't want to put him on the spot. Look, he's
Put him on
actually
the spot.
he's a very
him on the
famous
spot.
he's a famous musician, and he has like over
Okay.
30,000 plays, 40,000 plays on YouTube. A
Yeah.
huge shout out to Jose Gomez. I've known him. He's a good old friend, but I think it was between Jose Gomez and Ernie. I'm just snitching right now. And Ernie, another good friend of mine.
Oh, you're being that guy?
Yeah, I'm being that guy. I'm being Takashi 69 right now. No, I love Gomez. I know he's watching right now. He told me he was gonna watch, but it was their idea. We went
To the
and
beach.
the first day, man. I felt bad.
Dude.
Once I was at the beach, I was like, bro, I should be in school.
You should be in school.
I was like, I should be
Why
in
would you
school.
leave school?
I did not like it.
Come on, man.
I did not. The Waterbury part, I like that, but then going to the beach.
Yeah, for lunch and go back
yeah,
to school.
Yeah. But then go to the beach. I was like, I'm pushing it. That's it. I'm pushing it. There's a lot of things that happen in high school. I'll tell them like way later.
No,
We
don't
got
share
time.
that on live.
don't
Don't
got
share that
time.
on
We don't
Mendes
got time.
Live.
But
We don't want to misinfluence kids. Come on, man.
But I know when it was elementary, when it was a middle school, AB honor roll kid. When I went to high school, it was girlfriends, Rudy. It was peer pressure. It was
Okay, keep going.
The way believe it or not, the way I dressed was always extra. So bullying
It still
came-
is. I
yeah.
like your style. I ain't gonna lie. I like your
I keep it
style.
real, but like I know back at kids were wearing shorts and a shirt and like why you're like I don't know just so it just made me kind of a rebel. Well, I'm okay. I take that back. I decided to become one. Nobody made me. I decided to become one because of everything that was surrounding me, right? But if I could go back, I would do it just the same. Not kidding. I would have probably not skipped the first day.
Okay, real quick. Time out. We gotta make a timeout. Great story. Great story. And I appreciate some of the young viewers. Some of the young viewers.
Don't skip, man.
Hold on. No. Let's be real right now. We're having a good time.
Yeah.
We're having a good time. So some of the young viewers, I just put somebody on timeout. I blocked them for 5 minutes.
Oh, it's fine. Let them
No.
talk.
No. There were some of my former students. They're still in school. Timeout. We're being real right now.
I can read, and if we
you
can
can
be
read.
if
You
we
can
can be
read.
real, I just want to say this are brothers of mine. So there's no bad juju, there's no bad vibes. It was an experience. We went through it. Come on, man. We're 24, 20. Well, my homies, they're like 28. I'm the youngest one. Having time that now we get together, we laugh about it. You know what I mean? So I'm reading the comments. It's cool.
No, it's some of the comments are getting.
It's cool.
out of-
Hey, we're getting a reaction, which at the end of the day, content creators, at the end of the day, that's, regardless, we're keeping it real, we're keeping it raw.
Right. So I just blocked somebody for 5 minutes. I'll tell you what, you just said something. I learned this from Dr. Utic at UTSA. I learned this from, and this is good for you in the sense of marketing.
Okay.
Is not for me though, but for you and your professional career and all professional careers in music, artists, and stuff like that is there's no such thing. And this is what he would say, and in the marketing aspect is there's no such thing as good publicity, and there's no such thing as bad publicity.
There you go.
There's one thing, publicity.
There you go.
And as long as you stay in the mix,
Hey,
people are talking about
a
you.
lot of people are gonna be like, "Who's this snitch that just released Great by the Oddest project? Go for it, man!"
Right? So remember that. So for example, I'm gonna go into a tangent real quick.
yeah.
For all the cowboy lovers, you guys are fans, and you keep the Cowboys relevant. You wear your jerseys.
Yep.
It's America's team. Then you get the Dallas Cowboy haters.
Yeah.
The Dallas Cowboy haters.
They're working overtime too.
They're working overtime.
Yep.
They are invested.
Everything.
They are
Nothing
invested.
gets off their.
ESPN, they can't wait to watch the Dallas Cowboys lose. But they're invested in the team,
They got an army
right?
ready to attack.
So it's bad publicity.
Yeah.
But yet again, that is why the Dallas Cowboys are America's team. Because just the way people love them, people hate them, and that's what makes the Dallas Cowboys America's team. So there's no such thing as good publicity or bad publicity. Publicity.
Yeah, it's not my first. I mean, I'm sharing. I'm at this point. They're anecdotes, right? They're
Right,
anecdotes,
okay.
right? Like we're
Are you enjoying yourself
24
tonight?
Yes, heck. Come on,
Cheers.
Rudy. Come on, Rudy.
Or some water that we're drinking.
Rudy, I want to come
some For
again.
Life stuff. Some Rio Vida.
For life, man.
This guy. Hey, little For Life action. You know what? Let me put my logo up.
The first time that I ran into these comments, they were butthurt. But now, like you said, good
Yeah.
publicity, bad publicity. At the end of the day, I hope you say they're students, right?
Former.
At the end of the day, I hope you guys get to actually experience a friendship where you guys can just share this kind of experiences without there had been any beef or anything. We're so over that. You know what I mean?
So you skip your first day of high school,
Yeah.
which no one should do. High school.
Oh,
I mean, me personally, I loved school back in the day. You can take that off if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, take that off. You can.
Messing my hair.
Yeah. Just. So you skip your first day of high school, which we don't recommend anyone to do,
Yeah.
right? At what point, when we're talking about publicity, Mr. Hinojosa, Perez comes into the picture, and one of his things is, in high school, where do you make we're already in a band. What happens from there that you say, you know what? This is it. This is the passion. This is where I'm headed. How do you focus on that? How do you concentrate on that? What teachers help you? Who hypes you up the way they did in junior high? Give us a little bit of feedback on
Real quick, again, I've said it throughout the whole interview, but my biggest guru, Javi, thought is my brother, right?
Right.
But it takes a lot of part in that because a lot of people in high school were, I guess my brother was a legend, and everybody was like, "Are you Javi's brother?" They didn't even know me by name. I was
You're
just
Javi's brother.
I was Javi's brother. So I
You're
know,
almost twins.
yeah, like it was, which for me it was an honor, man. Like I was like, hey, I'm the brother of the top notch musician here in the whole campus, right?
How's the sound out there, real quick? Everybody, please comment on the sound. How do we sound? Do we sound too muffled, loud?
Please.
Yeah, yeah. Do I need to raise it, lower it?
Hey, Adrian Ramirez.
You see him?
Hey, it's all about. That's what the internet. More people should be like if more people were fluent positivity, the internet wouldn't be a dark place. But anyways, no shade. Just love to Adrian. But it's
Good. Thanks, Javi.
Hey, thanks, Javi.
I need you to come in and produce and check my system out.
I compromised you already, Javi. You better come. So Rudy's a good
He
friend of
volunteered
mine.
you.
You're gonna come.
All right. So back to high school. So at what point do you say, you know what?
So
I'm gonna. It's already a passion in junior high.
yes. Since
You're in a
elementary.
band.
Yeah.
Are you writing during the band?
I'm writing. Yeah, I'm writing all the
Really?
songs. I'm writing I'm writing short films, like me, just writing. I just want
Films?
Yeah, I want to write. Just everything consisted of writing.
Dude, you sound like the people I used to hang out with in LA. So I was in a kickball league, right?
Okay.
Social, you meet people. Almost everybody in the league worked for Hollywood, one
Okay.
shape, form, or another. And I had writers writing TV shows.
Damn, Rudy.
I never really got to know them like they were on my team, but that wasn't my niche. But dude, like you sound just like that. But see, nowadays the beauty of internet, you don't have to be in Hollywood where it's super expensive. YouTube, social media, you could do it from 956 RGV,
You get your self-worth, Rudy.
right?
You get your self-worth, and I know. Again, you're a great journalist. You get a great interview. I was seeing your job, like your content material before, but hey, man, the recent again, Rudy. I've done a lot of interviews, but you're like, I consider you my friend. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I've done a lot of interviews with a lot of people, but I wanted to come to this one. I was like, hey, you know what I mean?
Is it more
So-
chill here?
Way. It's like I love it.
I'm glad you're here.
I love it. But so back you go to high school, everybody knows me as Javi's brother. I come up with this plan. I'm like, bro, Javi. Funny story, real quick. Javi was prohibited to beat because in the talent shows they would have first place, second place, third place, and Javi would win all of them because he would always beat the piano accompanist for the singer. So he would win first, second, and third place. So at some point they prohibited my brother to play for
In
everybody.
high school.
Yes. And since he was my
He was
brother,
banned. He was banned from
yeah.
the talent show.
Because basically, no, he wasn't banned for the talent show, but he was banned from performing for every person. But since he was my brother, I had that extra hot ticket, and I was like, brother, we got to do. I think it was a secondhand serenade song. I think it was "Fall for You." We got second place. We won $100. We want to give a gift card. But
Fall for You. What is that?
it's a song by Secondhand Serenade.
Cover.
A cover.
You played a cover.
We
okay.
did a cover because we didn't had high expectations for our own writings. We already had songs written, but we're like, want to do a song that people
Right, you want to
know.
get the hype, the crowd
Exactly.
going, right?
We got second place. Javi has always been a rock star, but for me, when they gave me those $100, when they gave me that gift cards for Little Caesars, I was like, bro, I can.
Hey, that's what's up.
I was like, I can get something out of what I just did.
Yeah.
I just kept on knocking at that door. Whenever they wouldn't open that door, I would open the window, man.
How
Like,
does
I needed a shot at this.
so from the educator part, Angel, from the educator part is you get to the talent shows. Javi's your Javi's brother,
My guru,
right?
yeah.
So how much influence or how much help does high school help you with? Because I'm thinking about it like this. I'm thinking about it like this. When I was in high school, I had amazing English teachers
Okay.
who part of English teachers, they make you write.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, they do.
And man, I enjoyed writing.
Same.
Actually, I have an introduction to one of my books that I want to write. Actually, I just want to write one book. But the intro is sick.
Okay.
And that's all I have right now. And I work in my mind. I revisit. But this is
Is
about
it, real
you.
quick, is it science fiction or is it like
No,
autobiography?
this is this is have you ever what's the name of that book? 100 Beers in Heaven or either way, somebody out there probably knows what book I'm talking about. Made up stuff, but very guide.
No, Rudy, this is just a self-conscious.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. But so I'm asking did high school teachers or high school help you at any point in your writing? Or if they didn't, was it because you weren't that focused in your understanding in the sense like, okay, you know what? You're a writing teacher. This is a class that I need to help me. Or were you fine without it? Or could you have benefited from it?
In all honesty, I think when it came to high school, everything that it came from English, anything, any
Okay.
task, any homework, any test, like I wouldn't put much. I'm just being honest.
Right.
I wouldn't put much importance. So I knew I had it, like just by seeing like what they were asking. It's just like I loved it. Like it wasn't even work. It was even hard work for me. But because I got to, if you will, I got to cocky in that sense. I'm gonna be honest. I started slacking in a lot of areas when it came to high school, like because I would just like I was like I got this, and then I made it all about school. I knew when I was in high school I was going through an author's block. When I was in middle school, I was just writing. When it came to high school, you get to know you're put out there with a crowd of kids, man, that they all think differently.
Right.
So in middle school, they try to follow a crowd, try to follow a trend. In high school, it's like I'm special, I'm unique, I'm doing my own thing. So there's more people just being divided in
Kind of like a Facebook groups.
It's sad.
Find your group.
Yeah, for me personally, it was a sad because when you're a follower, you're trying to see where you fit in.
Okay.
When you're a leader, you're gonna create your territory. It's like, hey, this is what I do. This is what I'm good at. You like it? Come join me, right? Sadly, I didn't see that. I got my diploma. I went back to high school, but I think in 11th grade. In 11th grade, I got my heart broken by a girl. I will not say her name, but
it happens.
It happens.
I was either
junior,
most girls or most guys go through that in high school.
I was lost. Right? I was 18 already, so I kind of just withdraw myself from school, went up to the refineries, start getting good money, not care about about school in general, I guess, if you will.
But you didn't graduate at the time.
I didn't graduate then, but just seeing the stories about the world just becoming a harder place, like the fact that people had associates or even bachelors, and they had to like go to McDonald's to work.
Oh,
I'm gonna be honest with you.
What do you got?
I got dreams of marrying, of making a woman happy, of having a family. I was like, bro, imagine me having a bachelor's and working at McDonald's. Like, I gotta go back to school and just play my odds, play my cards, right? So I you gotta make, especially when you're given an opportunity. Like, if there's any young kids watching, you gotta understand we're so blessed with the school district and them giving us what they do give us. Like, it's just
it's amazing.
Exactly,
dude. The resources.
A lot of people don't have those resources,
and they don't know. Most people don't know,
so they don't feel blessed. But once you start counting your blessings, school is one of them.
I think one of the things that, for example, in your situation, and some kids, not all, is you don't know. You take it for granted.
Bro, yes. You couldn't say it better. Because
you don't know.
I love this.
But you go to the refinery, you're like, hey, what am I doing? I had it so cake.
You're getting $80 an hour, but you're just hanging on like from like a 20-second of feet, right? You're hanging, and you're just thinking like, bro, I'm 18, like I'm in my last year of high school.
What am I doing here?
Thank God, like God was with me. My parents were praying for me.
Yeah.
I got some kind of self-conscious, and I was like, I gotta go back to the bed. I gotta finish high school. I got to. I
Right.
have to.
So you finished high school.
I did. Yeah.
You were in the band
Yeah.
during high school. Were you playing in a band or you writing music?
For the most part, I was just writing because it was my comfort zone.
At this point, Javi's a producer yet or not?
Javi has been producing for a good while, but he never took it to
During
the
your high
next
school
level,
years.
to the next
During
level.
your high school years.
Yeah, it was
'Cause
like
right now, you guys are doing pretty good for yourselves.
honestly, we are, and we're so happy, and we're so blessed, because there was a time, Rudy, where it was just everything was just downhill. Bad news after bad news after bad news after bad news after bad news. And now
Man, you can't catch a break, huh?
no,
It's like that saying, when it rains, it pours.
for reals. Yes.
Okay, so what I'm going to try to do right now is, before you keep going, and I'm going to try to do something real quick. Keep
Look,
going.
man, for any young kids, especially if you're or for anyone, but I'm just gonna be exclusive. If you're a student for former Rudy Mendez right here, like I just want to give you that word of advice. If there's anything you're passionate about, if there's anything that you're persistent, if there's anything that you wanna, just keep on.
You're already on YouTube, the Oddest Project.
Hey, go and check that out.
So what's
man.
the name of the you? What's the name of that you?
That song?
What's
is-
the name of your first official video, official song on record?
It's
You know
actually For You. And
For you. How
For
long
You.
ago was this?
an Oddest intro. That was like, I want to say, I think I started taking it professional when I was 20, which was a
How old
good
are you?
while.
Well, no, don't
Right
say
now
how
I'm
old
20.
you are.
It was about 3 years ago. It was about
So
3
you're
years.
23, 24?
I'm about to turn 24. I'm
24. I'm 40 years old, man. How young are you? I feel 23 though.
you got it. You got this.
Sometimes.
You got this energy though.
Yeah.
I-
So
I dig
okay,
it.
so we're looking for you. What's the name of the song? You.
And
So on
you
YouTube, what do I look for?
put you
You.
Sylvia
Sylvia.
YLV
Sylvia Plath.
No, Sylvia and Oddest Project.
Oddest Project.
The video was brought down just because
Why?
we recently, there you go.
There it is.
So the one that is playing right now is just got I think the video was going over like 1,000 views, but it was brought down because the people we partner up to do the Vateo, the one that I was able to direct, it was gonna be it was Rudy, it was a movie. We had an iPhone, which there's nothing bad, but just the quality of watching you and then watching because right, see, this is just the soundtrack
They're seeing
itself.
this. The fans
Wait,
are seeing
wait.
this right now.
We did a music video for it, which you will not find it. We decided to bring it down. Yeah, it's that one. The reason we decided to bring it down was just because the production of the song of the music video that's going to be premiering next week, I believe. Yeah, next week. If this is live, right?
This is live.
So next week, see. So the song that we're premiering next week, the production of the music video, it's like we had to bring this music video down. We just had to. We just had to, man. Like, there's sacrifices.
No, this isn't the one I'm looking for. Where's the one?
Oh, yeah, okay, cool. It's probably yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, okay.
That I did with Sylvia, and a lot of our people that heard it, like they keep on streaming the song, and we appreciate all the support. Like, thank you guys for everyone that's streaming the song. But yeah, okay, cool took off, Rudy. I saw TikToks,
Yeah, okay, cool.
I saw Instagrams with kids that I don't even know. Like, I think after seeing that, I was just like, bro, we're up to something. It's that one right there. It's the yellow one.
Oh, okay, got you.
This song right here, a lot of people just kept on going back to it.
People can hear it right now.
It just,
I hope.
So
How you put it on your phone real quick?
So
I'll pause this.
I just want, if you guys haven't
Yeah,
heard,
okay, cool.
go to Yeah, okay, cool, man. We're gonna be playing that song next month at the Eatery I'm gonna have a whole set. I'm bringing my homie Ruben Palomo. He's a drum player. He's a drummer. I'm bringing him out. I'm bringing my producer Silver, Javi Torres, my cousin the Wasaco PD. He's gonna be there too as well.
Get to the chorus or you come out. I can hear it. Oh, that sounds good. You guys can hear that?
This song was special, man. We did it after touring the community at the schools.
Súbele.
We saw a lot of kids that were joining.
We can hear you. All right. Sing it.
You know that it's true.
I don't know this here. Sing.
So I pretend that you don't want to do this too.
Hey.
It's like holidays.
Red blue.
Click, click. I'm staring at you like where's you my cue, and we'll live by the crew and stick to I man like I am myself, right under your spell. You know me so well, wouldn't kill to beat mine one at a time. Like acid test right under the tongue, like being young was partly in love.
This song's beautiful, Rudy.
I want to hear the chorus. Wait, is this the one you're on the sofa? Get to it. Don't quit. Finish. Why don't I do finish?
So I pretend that you don't want to do this too.
So how deep in love actually? Monopoly all over the floor, you be mad at me. Feel free to fall into my arms like autumn leaves. And I promise to be right back and make the right comeback as soon as karma leaves my sight, honestly. But until it does, I'll save you from catastrophes. No apostrophes, cause let's admit it, I am one bro, for you I'm with it.
I'm telling you, Rudy.
You know
This
that
song's
I
gonna
do.
get a Grammy, bro. This song's gonna get a
Good.
Grammy.
Pretend that you don't want
Good.
to
All right.
do
It's good. You can pause. So, okay. So we got the background. We got some education. We talk politics. You know, a little backstory, entertainment for the people.
Yeah.
The education part of my background, right? For students, no matter what.
Rudy, there better be a part 2 of this, man. We're gonna do. I don't. He's the one creating the podcast. I'm just saying it. There better be a podcast 2, and Javi's gonna be right.
Who's
there.
Ace?
And if we can get
You know
Sylvia,
who Ace is? Imagine. What is this?
Oh, Ace is the guy who makes music.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. And we're gonna have. I'm gonna try to bring Sylvia.
Sylvia
too.
in here.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, tell you what. So we should shoot for something where
We'll do it at the studio, man.
I was about to say.
like we had.
So
it
the
planned.
plan was, so for everybody who's watching the plan was we're gonna do it at their studio.
Yeah.
We're gonna kick off the season.
Yeah.
Man, this is live at the studio. Busy parent, soccer, basketball, all these
Hard
things.
worker. Hey.
You know, I got a little sinus infection.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. So we had to delay it.
Yeah.
You come in last minute. You're in here.
We made it work.
jamming. I love jamming. We had technical difficulties. We're going live.
Hey, but they took
it's
care of
real.
me. They took care of me very good.
It's real,
Well,
right? It's real. So I love the passion.
Yeah.
The music's good.
Thank you.
YouTube, social media.
Go follow that,
Anyone that's watching, anyone who watches this, share. You gotta share.
please.
We gotta share.
I was asking about the Breakfast Club before we aired.
You did, and
Before
I
we
thought
aired.
he was talking about the 1980s
Yeah.
movie. I was like, oh yeah, I remember.
That-
Don't forget.
You know the difference.
Don't you forget about me. Okay, the difference was
I love the movie, but
great movie.
But that's why I love this guy, because I seen the Breakfast Club, the movie, but now the Breakfast Club is a show. It's a podcast.
It's a show.
It's a podcast
Podcast vlog
in New York.
kind of like this.
Yeah, exactly like this.
Oh, but there's like a round thing, right?
It's 3 guys.
They have
and
better
a
mics.
guest.
They have better mics,
Bro,
better setup.
I'll come
So
here.
the
over
breakfast,
Breakfast Club.
okay, so it's a show.
And they had Tekashi 6ix9ine, which you say you were not
Tekashi
familiar.
is now. You've mentioned that name a few times. Who is this guy you're talking
See,
about?
I saw a guy saying like rat, and that guy he got roasted for being that. I think that's where he kind of got it from, because I brought him up. But Tekashi 6ix9ine was, whatever. I'm not a fan of him.
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
He's an artist. I respect
He's an
his
artist.
music.
Oh, is he the one that all the
Yeah,
braids
there
and
you
all tatted
go.
up?
There you go.
Oh, I can't watch him.
But
I'm sorry. No. Not to say he's not talented.
He just came like
Not to say he's not talented. No doubt.
Yeah.
The guy, is he talented?
I'm just gonna
I don't know.
say that talent is subjective to the person
It
who
is.
perceives
It
it.
really is because some people like
receives it.
country.
There you go.
And
Some people like
don't.
hip hop.
Some people like hip hop. So you're right.
Exactly.
It's very subjective.
Yeah.
You're right.
So, but however, the guy went. He's like, "This is gonna be the most watched interview." You know what? I always wanted to do that flex. So I'm just gonna tell Rudy this is gonna be the most watched interview. We're gonna make that happen.
We'll see.
For sure.
In about a week, we'll see how many views Facebook.
Hey,
the only problem is
share.
on YouTube, I've noticed that we don't get as many views.
It's not gonna be
But
a word.
it's the Facebook views that get you.
Yeah.
And the way I set it up.
Yeah.
The way I set it up. Because people can watch this live on YouTube. But most of the audience is on Facebook right now.
Yeah.
Right.
I know we got a lot of Top Gang fans, so I know this was we had this. We talked about a year ago, but we didn't kind of close.
Man,
the
you should have
deal.
brought a guitar. You could have played.
That was the
play live.
plan. That was
That
the
was-
original
Do you know how to
plan.
play the piano?
I know I like about a couple chords, but I cannot
But
say
that's not your niche.
I
That's
cannot
not
say
your-
I know how to play piano.
I'll get the piano right now.
when
but
your
if it's not
brother-
your thing,
when you're brother of Javier Torres, you can't say you know how to play the piano. You can't. You can't. I
okay,
love you,
cool.
Javi.
No doubt. So we get the background. We've chilled. We shot. We had a good time.
Yeah.
We've gone into education, which is one of my passions. We're talking about passion, all these things. Where are we going from? Oh, one more question before we continue with the promos and all this stuff is, I saw a video of you. I saw and I evaluate myself. It's one of the hardest things as a coach or anybody that's public speaking
Yeah.
or you're live. I saw a video of you on your Instagram. You're like a jazz or you're doing something. You're trying to hype up the music
Okay.
and the environment is more chill. They're not really into it. And you said, "Oh, I
Mhm.
guess," and you say something like, "I guess they're not that into it."
Okay.
I've
Okay.
been in that situation where you feel that they're not into it, but it's good, but that's not the vibe. So how do you go about that?
There's so much things. There's always room for like learning and improvement.
Right.
And I remember that specific.
what I'm talking about?
I remember that specific video. It was actually a jazz vibe.
Right.
So everybody went in doing hip hop. Yeah, I want. And then the whole crowd was.
My
going
name is
crazy.
Mendes.
Yeah. But it's fun. Hey, he knows how to rap. They have right here exclusive.
Me dicen el 9. Ganarme a mí
Soy Mendes
no se
Bill.
puede.
You know the deal, yeah. So I remember going to the. I remember going. I think I once at the White Rhino. I don't remember the venue. It was one of
White Rhino.
I don't remember the venue.
Okay,
I could be
cool.
wrong. But I know for a fact
Westlake or McAllen?
it was in McAllen.
Okay, cool.
It was in McAllen. We went, so we had all these rappers just jumping on stage. Yeah. And I brought my producer Javi, and I brought her good friend Karen, drummer, daughter of David. Who shout out to David, I love him. Her wife Alicia, cute, power couple. I brought a drummer and I brought a piano player.
The
my
drummer.
producer.
I don't know anything about jazz, but I
She's
know the
so
drummer is
good.
big in jazz.
She was so good, man.
It's
Karen,
big in jazz.
Karen.
That
I
nice little soft
she was
touch to it,
She was just killing it.
right?
The audience, the atmosphere.
You can take it off if you want.
I
Just
went.
kidding.
I think I went on the show. I think I went up on stage like at 11 some, because what the people were hearing from me, they were like, "Bro, this guy's good." See, at
Right.
the moment, I was doubting myself. But the moment I really didn't know, it was like, "Hey, you want to come and perform?" My brother, like, I don't want to flex, but my brother, like, you gotta understand, he makes a living off playing.
Right?
Like, he's good. He made it.
Yeah.
Right. So my brother has tried to strict that on me, introduce that to me, like, bro, you know your worth, know your. So I know this was kind of they invited me as a opener for the main artist.
Oh, really?
because they
See, I
thought-
didn't know that.
They thought I was good. They were like, "You're good."
But for the main one was jazz.
The main guy was actually like a trap guy from Reynosa. but-
Trap?
Yeah, but he has a good
What
street.
is trap?
He's like trap reggaeton, like, hey,
Oh,
baro,
reggaeton's
baro,
big.
baro. Yeah,
I'll
it's
tell you what,
huge.
though, I can't stand it.
Hey, a lot of people feel the same way.
Dude, I can't stand it. Like, don't get me wrong. So I went to so me and my wife go out about a year
Okay.
ago, pre-COVID.
Okay.
One reggaeton. There's a pop Latino, whatever it is. And I'm
Okay.
like, all right, cool. former bar club we used to go to when we were dating back in 2010.
Okay.
We go back to it. They remodeled it, and we go to that land area. It's reggaeton and reggaeton. I like reggaeton. One song, two songs max. Mix it up, and then back to reggaeton.
Okay. Yeah.
But reggaeton. Am I wrong?
It has the same drum
like you
patterns.
said, subjective.
It has the same drum pattern. So
Okay.
if you feel like that, again, it's subjective. It's subjective, personal opinion.
Or maybe I'm just old.
You
Maybe I'm
probably
just old.
Rudy, you probably understand music, and you're like, hey, it's the same pattern over and over. Which I'm not gonna talk bad about it because
There's some good jams though.
I want to
There's some good jams, no doubt.
Bad Bunny, baby. I'm all about experimenting. So I want to
Okay.
understand the new generation. I
Right,
want to
right.
connect with them, and part of that is understanding what they listen to, what they do, what they you know.
Right.
However, for this specific event, I love Javi, but I know Javi was kind of telling me like, don't do it, don't go,
Don't go what? Jazz?
don't perform. You're too good for performing there. There, I said it.
You're in the sense of there's different performances.
Yeah,
So in the sense of
we're bringing a whole band. Like
we should have been more chill.
I think he just didn't want me to play there, but I had already a responsibility, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna do it, and I don't want to bring bad memories, but I think I had promised a good friend of mine. Her dad recently had passed away, and I know I sent her a message saying like, tonight's show I'm gonna dedicate it like to him. So I had a response. I had some weight on my shoulders. I was like, I'm gonna make this happen.
So what do you learn from that show?
I'll tell you what, the people in the crowd, they were enjoying the music, but you gotta understand,
Really? I like that.
my music was different. They were not gonna go bonkers like, wow.
Right.
They were just kicking it back like,
It's a kickback. Kind of like 4 a.m.
who's this guy?
Right.
I like it. You know, they were like what? After the show, I had like 3 people that had studios. And bro, this is my card. I already had my
Which
guy.
means you're good.
Yeah,
Which means you're
but for
good.
me in the moment, I learned that I thought something that, you know, if anybody's gonna do it, since the crowd was going bonkers, like putting their shirts on, the girls, and like they were just going bonkers, like,
Right.
so why am I not getting that? You know, why am I not getting that? And my performance not good. Looking back at it, looking at the people's reaction, knowing that people after the show came up to me, even if you take that event out, like, hey, that's dope. But you gotta understand the people, the way that they were perceiving it, the way that they were receiving it was different than what the guys that before me went. You gotta understand the people. I got love for them.
Right.
They were there. It was all hype. It was like, I don't share. Yeah, put it on the crowd. Yeah. So I go there.
You were different.
I got like an intro, and then I got like,
Right.
you know, like yeah, and then like people were like,
Sing it. Go ahead. Hey, sing it.
I think the chorus of that song, which is not released yet, it's a song that we.
Oh,
actually
it's not
did.
released yet.
Not released yet.
Oh, my bad.
It's like, I think the chorus was like, oh man, I don't even remember.
Don't worry.
But it's gonna come out.
We'll get the release. We'll get on the release.
I'll get some water real quick.
It's right there. Oh, go ahead. So we got the Oddest project. We got a fun time here. It's going. I'll tell you what though. For my first live guest, I like it. I've learned some things. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's longer than I expected, which I'm a fan of. I've had a 3.5 hour show. I'm a fan of. Great kid, great guy. Man, I'm calling a 23-year-old a great kid. I am old, but I love his energy. It's a passion. He's one of our own. He's from La Jolla SD School District. He likes to write. He likes to sing. Javi himself is as well, his brother. We've got something here, and we got to follow. We got to share. I'm a big fan. Oh, man. Those 2 songs are my favorite. The 4 a.m. and I think it's you. I don't know what the other one is. And I'm a big fan, though. But like I said, I don't listen to the details in the sense of the name of the song. It's more about the beat. To me, for me. So, for example, my wife, oh man, she'll start singing a song like the second time she hears it. I'm like, how do you do that? I got to hear a song 20, 30 times. And I'm like, oh, you know what? I finally memorized the words. I'm more into the beat. Let the mind take control of the body. Listen to the beat, whatever. Come on in, and that's my thing. But you know, I got some people wanting me to get my other coach in. But either way, which I'm glad some people are watching. So, what's in the near future for you guys?
We got two
I'm
shows.
gonna get one.
We got two shows coming up. We got Silvia Sandoval at the Eatery the 22nd.
Sylvia Sandoval, who is she?
She's she's family, but she's an artist. She's an artist. She's an upcoming artist. She's been doing it for a while. She's gonna release her song Bateo next week.
Bateo.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Rudy. I think I'm just gonna say it here. If the song hasn't even come out, so hey, you know what? I'm just gonna say it. That's the one, Rudy. That's the one.
It right there.
That's the song.
Can I get a sneak peek or no?
No. But I'm glad. But I'm
Not
glad.
on the show. Not on the show.
But I'm
After
glad.
the show, can I
Hey,
hear it?
I invited
Do
you.
you have it on file?
Javi will kill me.
No, I'm the only one that's gonna hear it.
But listen to this.
I'm not gonna. I can't. I can't. Javi,
I'm glad he had this interview.
I want to
And
hear it tomorrow, Javi.
if we had like, you know, God willing, here says if we ever get like 5 Grammys, we'll still be
That'd be so cool.
We'll still be working with Mendoceville live. But I'm so glad that you got to do this interview because when the song releases, it's gonna blow up. I know. That's
I
how
hope so.
much. That's how much faith I have in that song. We partner
What's it
with
called? What's it called?
I'm Bateo,
Bateo.
We-
Bateo. Bateo.
like baseball.
Like Bateo.
We partner up with Palmview City,
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You were telling me
with
about
Chamber
that.
of Commerce.
I'm excited about that.
They got our backs,
Can I
man.
get a sneak peek?
Bro, they got our backs. And yes,
Man.
I'll send once
So
they
you
send
work,
it
hey, shout out.
for real. Yes.
Shout out
Yes.
to the city of Palmview
Dude, I'm so glad I got to meet a lot of people during
during
that
the
campaign.
campaign.
Heck yes.
Did that help?
I just shoot a text message, Rudy.
That's what's up.
I just shoot a text
You
message.
did some
and
networking.
they cleared me up.
Nice.
They were like, hey,
I
you
like
know
it.
what? When do you guys need it? What day do you guys need it? They took care of
Don't say
us.
too much.
I
We got.
can't.
Hey, don't
I
say too
can't.
much.
You're right.
When's the release date?
Next Friday.
Next Friday. So that's on the 25th. I think,
There you go.
26th, something like
There
that.
you
I don't
go.
know. I don't know what the date is.
There you go.
I don't have my phone, so I don't have the calendar. I can't add. I was a math teacher for 6 years.
I think it's a little bit before that, but
Okay.
I think
26th. Next Friday, Bateo's coming out on YouTube,
on
Spotify,
Apple Music,
Apple
Pandora, and over 150 music platforms.
So for the social media gurus, not me,
search it up.
I'm a YouTube guy, I'm a Facebook guy, and that's it. Spotify.
He's modest, man. He's a pretty skilled. He's a skilled artist. All right.
Hey, I'm too busy, man. I got soccer and I got those things. Hey, anything else we need to know about the Oddest Project? Sylvia, X Silver, hype them up, baby.
I love Javi, X Silver Records. I love you, man. Sylvia, you're my girl, dude. Like you're putting the bar right there. The Oddest Project, whatever weird guy you are, you're killing it right now.
Put some music on
Keep
right
on
now.
making.
Put some music. What are we listening to right now? Hype us up. Hype us up. Put some music on.
Go to my music platforms, man, and just
Hype us up right now. Put some music on.
Press play, man.
Let's go. What are you putting on for us?
Shuffle anyone to our most. Right now, I'm gonna put iced coffee before Sunday service. That's a long title.
Is that,
That's a long title, but the reason it has a long title,
say it again.
iced coffee before Sunday service.
Iced coffee before Sunday service.
Special one.
I hate coffee,
Hear the
but
lyrics.
I'll drink some iced coffee.
Hear the lyrics. Exactly. That's
Okay. Chill. Smooth.
yeah. You can hear the guitars.
It's like iced coffee.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, real quick. Don't
Like
take
that?
out. Real quick, I'm gonna fast forward to it. I'm gonna fast
Go ahead.
forward.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna fast forward to the part where
Here, you want them here?
no, you got him. You
I
got
got
him.
it. I got it. Okay.
I heard this song good. Not yet.
Are
Can
you on
they hear it?
YouTube or Spotify?
No, Spotify. Can the people hear it?
Yeah, they can hear it. They can hear it. Can you hear it, guys? You hear this chill?
Tell me when the piano solo
chill
starts.
yeah, it's right now. The piano solo.
It's man, we're at this point. At this point, we're taking it to our souls and heart. that
Pícale ahí.
We're here
Estoy escuchando.
to this kid to hear like the real process of music. The real process. It's real. It's real, man.
Slowing
Everything you hear.
down.
It's everything you hear. There's no.
Yeah, they can hear it. They can hear it.
There's no.
Thanks, guys. Really appreciate that.
There's no. It's raw. Just like this.
Give me
interview.
a chorus. I want to hear before we leave because we're already wrapping up. It's already late. I gotta go work out in the morning. I gotta go golf, and then I got a soccer game at night. Give me the one where you and Sylvia, where you come out. What's the name of that song? Do me a favor. You?
I got you.
Let me see. Go to that chorus towards the middle of it. It's one of my favorites. Oh, right there, bro. Leave it there. That's fine. Dude. You've been running through my mind.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, lyrics.
Dude, your part, bro.
Lyrics were there.
Dude.
We're performing that song live on the 22nd
Where?
at the Eatery. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's like a 40-minute drive from Mission, but they got great food, so it's worth it. Once you're there, it's like
Man.
they got birria tacos, they got
Birria.
they got donut burgers.
Donut
They got all
burger.
this weird food, man, but
Bro, I'm
it's so
trying to
good.
lose weight, bro.
You gotta go.
Dude.
Take some games.
Leave it on. Leave it on. Leave that song on. We got the Oddest Project. Had a blast. My first live guest.
Yeah.
We touched on education. We touched on politics. Right? You met Beto O'Rourke. Okay, where I met is the Eatery in Weslaco.
Weslaco, yes.
The Eatery at Weslaco. You can jam out. You can catch the Oddest Project. All the music.
Yes, please.
Sylvia,
Javi,
Egg Silver,
Yes.
Oddest Project. Does Sylvia have a stage name or is it Sylvia?
Sylvia Sandoval.
Sylvia Sandoval, straight up. Dude, I love this jam. I love this jam. Leave it on. Do not stop it. If you can, increase the raise the volume. So, for all my viewers, hey, I hope you enjoyed the show.
Oddest
Oddest Project. We touched on education.
That's
All
fun.
I need is you. All I need is you.
Hey, you know what? We tried doing it like a 90s
Dude,
beat.
maybe that's why I like it so
We
much.
tried giving like a 90s beat.
Maybe that's why I like it so much. I'm a 90s kid. Hey, Oddest Project, Big Dog. Hey. Hey, everybody have a good night. Thank you for watching. The Oddest Project, Egg Silver, Sylvia Sandoval. Hey, we're going to do it again. We're going to do it again.
Javi, and we're having Sylvia.
We'll get
For
hey,
sure.
we'll do it at your studio.
Let's make that
Let's
happen.
do it. Hey, you guys have a good night. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Peace. We talked about a little bit of things. We went off on tangents.
We
had a good time. Later.
Oddest Project.